Hussam, thank you for joining us today. Congratulations on 30 years at AWR Group.
Thank you. It's my pleasure being here with you.
Good. I'm excited to get stuck into discussing your journey. It's been a long time, 30 years. We'll talk a lot about your legacy, your growth, your personal growth, and how Dubai on the whole has changed as well, because I think you've seen a lot of changes both within our company and also in the UAE. So let's go back to the start, 1995. A young Hussam walks into the then, it's not our headquarters, right? It's our...
No, we had a different building. It was a very much smaller building. It was 2 floors only. We were a very small company with a volume of maybe 200 units a month and very few people. For example, HR was 3 people.
Oh, wow.
Finance was 3 people or 4 people. The showroom and the sales team was hardly 20 people, 25
Gosh.
people. This is talking about Dubai and Northern Emirates, not only Dubai. So yes, it was a very small starting company, even though it was almost 38 years.
Yeah, and what were your initial expectations like when you first joined? How did mentorship look back then? Who was at the company then that's still there now?
Well, I was young and I loved cars and I really wanted to get into the business of cars. And I had my interview and I came back 2 months later. Visas used to take much longer time. So I came back on a visit visa. And I started on April 19, 1995. If I'm not mistaken, it was a Thursday.
Wow, remembered?
Yeah, I remember that day. And I walked in as a complete stranger. The only person that I have met was Michel Ayat, who was the general manager at that time, and then who became the CEO, and now he's the advisor in the group. And I think he's the only one left from those days until now. And yeah, he introduced me to the sales manager, and they put me in one small little room, and they gave me a stack of papers, and they said, start reading and studying. You need to learn all the cars we have, all the specs we have, and when you're ready, let us know. We'll give you a test. And if you pass your test, you can get on the showroom floor.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Did you pass, obviously?
I took 3 days, and after 3 days on Sunday, I think, or Monday, I came back and said, I'm ready for the test. And my sales manager at that time wasn't very impressed. He said, that's very little time. I think you need more time to study. I said, try me. Let me take the test and let's see how it goes. So I did the test and I passed with 100% because I really loved cars. It's a very big passion for me.
Yeah.
I love what I do.
Is that how you heard about AWR Group at the time?
No, it was Arabian Automobiles at the time, and I didn't hear about it. It was really a pure coincidence. I didn't have any brand in mind. I just wanted to get a job in a car business. And I was born and raised in Kuwait. And my wife, who was my girlfriend back then, her sister used to live here. So I used to come and visit her from Kuwait all the time after we finished university. And I know someone who knows Arabian Automobiles at the time and who arranged this interview for me. And it was the only interview I had, and it was the job I got, and it's the job I'm still at for the last 30 years.
No looking back.
I love it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You can tell you love it.
You know, I started at 5, right? I'm very young.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I didn't want to mention age, but you said it now. Okay, so talking about 30 years then, what do you think's kept you at AWR over time, and how have people like Michel Ayat impacted your journey, mentored you through that, and sort of inspired your growth and evolution as a leader yourself?
Well, back then, things were not easy. It was very tough getting into the company. The people who were there, they were all like there since 5 years and 10 years and 15 years. So I didn't have a very smooth entrance into the business and into the showroom, but I've managed after a few months. Michel Ayat was something very big for me,
Yeah.
still is.
Yeah.
He's a great mentor. He's my idol. I always look
Oh.
up to him and how he is. And I remember in the interview, he told me, what's your objective of coming into Arabian Automobiles? And young me looking at him, and I said, your chair.
Oh, wow.
That's what I'm aiming for. And yeah, he helped a lot. He mentored a lot. After a few months, I started hearing about the Rustumanis.
Yeah.
And lucky enough, I met Mr. Abdul Wahid, who are related to chairman.
Yeah.
I always looked at him from day one like a father, because I was upset because of something, and I remember how he was able to take me in 2 minutes calm me down and talk to me. This is how you do things, and you know. And I loved him from day one. Every time he needed something from the showroom or something, he would call on me to come to his office, and this is how the relationship started. And he was always there for me. I always felt like he was a father, and I always learned from him as well. He was a very wise man and very knowledgeable, knew the business inside out, which you don't find nowadays. Especially now, I can tell you that nobody is involved in the business like our shareholders. And his son, our chairman currently, takes on from him. And you will be surprised the amount of details he knows in the car business.
Really?
And out of all our group and all our different diversified businesses that we have, Mr. Khalid loves the car business, and the details he knows are incredible.
I think as well, it's quite clear to see, it doesn't matter who we speak to in the company as well, there's an overriding sense of the values being kind of passed down into the next generation to the shareholders and probably for generations to come as well. How would you say the family's approach has kind of impacted culture within AWR Rustamani?
In a very simple one-liner, they lead by example. They're very humble, very down to earth.
Yeah.
They're very involved. You don't feel that you need to really prepare when you see them. They're very close to you. They're
Yeah.
very close to the business. They're very close to the people. And I think one of the main characteristics about our group is we're all a family. Mr. Ayat used to always say, and back in the days, I used to wonder why he used to say that. But now, after all these years, I understand, and knowing all the different groups around us and other companies, we really have zero politics in our group. Everything is very transparent. Everything is very straightforward. We do take very good care of our people. And I think everyone and all the newcomers, they realize that how easy it is to get into the group, how smooth everyone takes you by your hand and makes sure that you know that you're aware of what you're doing. And they're very knowledgeable. They give you all the knowledge of the what's going on, what's happening in the group, and they tell you all your information very transparently, that you don't feel like a stranger.
Yeah, I can vouch for that as well. I think especially as Dubai's evolved and changed, to stay true to our roots as a business and the family, obviously, is vital moving forwards. So let's talk a bit about the values. We've had values which were in existence in your earlier days as well, and they've definitely sort of grown and progressed. We've kept some, we've left some behind as we've entered our new sort of era of transformation. Let's talk a little bit about them and how you would say they're applied to our workforce, because what I think's quite apparent with you is you don't just apply what you've learned throughout your day-to-day, but you actively invest in our employees, in our people, both inside and anything beyond the office, beyond kind of on the floor of our showrooms and centers.
Yes. Something that I've learned from our late chairman, Mr. Abdul Wahid, was our reputation. Our reputation is very, very important for us, and we take this very close to our heart. How people look at us and how people look up to us and how what our clients and our customers and even our employees, how they look up to the group. Reputation is very important. Integrity, we're very straightforward. We don't play around. We don't fool the system. We work by the book. We have very strict policies and we work on them. We're very transparent in everything that we do. We make sure that with everything we do it right and we do it properly. There's no ticking boxes with us. We make sure we add value to everything we do, and we make sure that everyone understands what we're doing. So we lead with purpose. And it's very important that when you lead with purpose, everyone understands his full role and why he is doing this. What's his piece in this big puzzle?
Yeah.
Because every single piece in the puzzle is very important. Every employee is very important. Every employee is well respected. Whether you are a driver, an office boy, or the CEO, everyone is respected in the same thing, and everyone's role is important. We, as a car company, cannot live without our drivers. They are very important to us. We, as a company, cannot live without our salespeople. They're very important to us. We, as a company, can't live without marketing. And we're all equal. And all departments are equal, and everyone's role is important, whether being an individual or a department or a side business or a support business or a group function. Everyone's important to the business because everyone has a role. And without those roles, our puzzle won't be complete.
Yeah.
So when we do something, we make sure that everybody understands what we're doing. Everyone understands what his role is. Everyone understands how magnificent that he needs to do his full role in order for us to, to always achieve our objectives and the targets that we are looking after.
Yeah, agreed. I like that. What was the most significant turning point for you in your career at AWR Group?
Going back then, I started as a salesperson. I had zero experience in car business. I had zero experience in Dubai. I had just moved to Dubai as well.
Did you have zero expectations?
My expectations back then were, I didn't know, honestly, if I would stay in the company. I didn't know if I would stay in Dubai because I come from a family where we always owned our businesses. I wasn't sure if it was my right move or not, but within 1 year, after interacting a lot with Mr. Ayyad and after meeting Mr. Abdul Wahid at that time and getting to know him, I really liked the company. It was small, it was cozy.
Yeah.
We weren't a lot of people, so it was easier to move around and to understand the business. I started understanding the car sales. It was very challenging for me because I was in the main showroom in Dubai with people who have been in the business for 10 or 15 years. So they knew everybody. The town was small, the population was small. So it was very challenging for me to always achieve my targets. And I'm a person who loves challenges. It kept me going on all the time. And then in a few years, I started moving up the ladder. My objective was to learn the showroom floor, but then I always wanted to move up. So I became the supervisor for the showroom, then the showroom manager, sales manager, and I started climbing up.
What was the question?
Yeah.
What was the most significant turning point in your...
The most significant point was, back then we were called Arastumani Group. And then our group split. And this is where AWR Group was born in 2006. And this is where really our group started taking big steps forward, where we started having our own HR department, and where a lot of new talents had come into the company, where we really wanted to take the challenge with Mr. Abdul Wahid and make sure that this group or Mr. Abdul Wahid took the right decision by keeping Nissan with him and keeping us with him and believing in us. So the first couple of years were very tough for us. They were not easy because we were part of a group and we went out as Nissan on our own back then. And we had just launched Infinity in 2005.
And you played a big role
and
in
yes,
the launch
Infinity.
of Infinity as well.
I took on the Infinity challenge because I always thought Nissan was a very well-known brand, very old brand. It's moving. You can hear back then a lot of people saying it sells by itself, and Infinity was a new baby born brand, and I believed in it. And because we had before launching, we had brought some Infinity cars and tested them, and people loved it. And I took on that challenge that I wanted to move to Infinity and launch that brand. And we did. and it was doing very, very well. But and then a couple of years down the line, if you remember, we got the financial crisis. This was a very, very big hit for everybody.
Yeah.
And it was a great learning. We had a CFT team that met every morning at 9 a.m. We had thousands and thousands and thousands of stocks, and we had thousands of cars as well coming on ships. Our storehouses couldn't fit the cars. We started taking wherever we have pieces of empty land, putting like a fence around it, putting cars and putting some people to guard them. We don't know, like if you sold a car, we couldn't keep up where the cars were, you know, and which piece of land was this car and that car. It was a great learning for us. We came out much stronger, and our performance just improved. You know, by 2009, end of 2009, 2010, we started taking off again, and we really started focusing back on the group and how we make the group bigger and how we make our company bigger and our business bigger.
Yeah, and I think as well, they're interesting case studies, aren't they, as we kind of go through any similar situations like we have done last year with the Icon, when we had the stocks of Icon being shipped in as well, and how the team sort of like resolved, found solutions and kind of worked together on that. I think was a huge kind of example, and also a reflection of you as well. What was the one piece of advice that you would give to your younger self if you were to look back now?
Well, 10 years back, I started working on myself a lot, on my self-development and the learning.
Yeah.
And this is something, and I think, I don't know, I think all of us maybe when we finish our schools and our unis, we think we know it all and we've learned it all and we don't need to learn anything, and we don't need to really work on ourselves and develop because we had just finished school and uni and, you know, we've done enough studying. There's no need for more. So yes, I think the advice that I have given to my daughter when she graduated from university was, make sure you're always learning and make sure you love what you do.
Yeah.
And I remember she asked me, what about the money, Dad? I said, make sure you're always learning.
Yeah.
And make sure you love what you do, and the money would come. You know, this is where your focus is.
Yeah.
Never focus on the money. Focus on, you know, that you keep learning, you're evolving, especially nowadays with the changes that we see. It's so quick. Even if you're learning every day, you'll still be surprised that there's a lot of stuff that you don't know and you haven't discovered. And every day there's something coming out new. So we need to keep learning.
Yeah.
And this is something I take very close to my heart nowadays, especially that in my first years, other than, of course, Mr. Abdul Wahid and Mr. Ayat, there was not a lot of people who have mentored me and who have helped me develop myself, who have advised me back then. I make sure that, you know, I'm always advising my teams right now. I always make sure I'm helping my team. I mentor them. I coach them. I want to make sure that all the knowledge that I have taken in all these years, that I pass it down to all my people and all our people in our group, you know. So this is very important for me. And it's something that I really enjoy doing a lot.
I can see that. And I think at any age, it's a gentle reminder as well. I've been lucky enough to have you as a mentor for one of our leadership programs for FELP as well. And it's something we discuss regularly and at length, and also the importance of reflection as well, and reflecting back on or journaling as well, which you enforce and we try to do. So I know you feel extremely passionate about that as well.
Yeah, this program that was developed 3 years ago, you know, I was talking to HR about developing a program for my own people. And then our colleague back then, 3 years ago, he was also coming up with a program for the group finance team. And he had just started it. So then I got together with him, and I looked at the program, and I've added the bits and pieces from my side as well. And we made it one program. And it started the first year for leaders from finance and from the sales department only. And it worked so well and people really enjoyed it. So we decided to work on it. And I developed it more with the HR department. And people, you know, we made a graduation. If you remember the first year, we spoke about it and we started introducing it and talking about it to the people in the group. So many of you have showed interest in it. and we're always overwhelmed with the amount of people that are registering. But to make this program really impactful, we need to focus on a small group of people, one at a time. So it's only 10 to 12 people, and it's a 1 year program.
Yeah.
And now we are in our third year. Our Pathfinder cohorts are on. We just had our first session for the year last month. And yeah, I'm glad that people love it. I'm glad that people look up to it. I love doing it. I love, as I said, I love giving that knowledge that I know, the experience that I have to the people, because it will be very beneficial for them. It will help them move forward. And one of the closest or the best part of this program is, as simple as it sounds, what's your purpose in life? The more you dig deep into it, you find yourself, wow, it is a question that you will keep asking yourself all your life. And of course, your purpose keeps changing.
It's always a great energy, I think, those sessions, those kind of coming together, especially now that it's become more group wide as well. We're seeing a lot more of the businesses and our centralized departments coming together to share knowledge, to share their experiences, to open up as well. And I think it's interesting what you said earlier about the family vibe or kind of warmth as well, because it doesn't matter how much the group has grown, you always get that sense of community as well when you speak to anyone across
Definitely,
the business. Maybe we're biased, but
no, definitely. This is something, trust me, Jade, I've been here for 30 years. I know a lot of group of companies. I have brothers who live here. I know stories from where they are. And this is something we take pride in. We work on this very hard, that we make sure no matter how big our group is, no matter how many more companies come in, no matter what other brands come in, that we all work together and that we're all one team. That I need to know what lifestyle is doing. I need to know what our freighter company is doing. I want to know what real estate are having or what they're introducing. And we work very closely with all these different companies. And we make sure that we always add value to each other and that we work together and that we collaborate on many different topics and many different programs, that, we work as a team, make sure no matter how big the group is, everyone works together and everyone knows each other. Because as I said, this started when I came, this was always a family. It is a family business. So we need to make sure that this remains a family business no matter how it grows, because the closer we are together, the stronger we are. The stronger we are, the better we perform and the better we do. And I think it's very obvious in Dubai, AWR is very well known. AWR, everyone looks up to our group. Everyone would love to work in our group. I get all these messages on LinkedIn, that people want to come and work for us. People would love to come and work, even though they come from very big groups and with very good reputations. But we show what we do and we show our work, and what we show on all our social platforms, what it is the truth.
And I think that only touches the surface as well.
We're very authentic in everything we do, and we're very transparent in everything we do, and we like showing the people, because we like also giving that knowledge even to people outside our group. We don't have an issue if someone wants to learn from us. It's great to know that people follow us and learn from us. So
absolutely.
This is something we're very, very proud of.
So what excites you most about the future of AWR Group?
Everything. We have excitements every day.
True.
We're a group that we're always exploring different businesses. We're always exploring different brands. We're very competitive. We're always looking out for the future. I think in AWR, all of us, no matter the business is, we're always one step ahead of everybody. So we're always looking for new brands, new discoveries, bringing new things into Dubai. Dubai is all about being the best, being the biggest, being the highest, the tallest. So I think we do have a lot of those characteristics in AWR as well.
We have Vision 2030 well in motion now, and obviously the UAE's Vision 2050 as well, which we consider constantly. What role do you see tech and innovation playing in the future of AWR Group and also in the next phase of growth for?
Well, 2030, we have a lot of plans going on. We have a lot of meetings, different workshops that we are meeting across the group. We have a lot of innovation coming. team is really growing. Our IT department is growing dramatically. We have a lot of data people, we have a lot of AI people on board, we have a lot of different people. Our new CIO just joined as well, who comes from an international world, who has a lot of experience, and he will add a lot of value to it. We have a lot of new businesses coming into the group. So I think, yeah, by 2030, hopefully we will be able to double the group.
How has the company supported your personal ambitions over the years?
Oh, the company has done a lot for me. First of all, to start with, the great mentorship that I got from Mr. Ayyad and from Mr. Abdul Wahid and from our shareholders as well. You always learn from them. Their knowledge, their wisdom is amazing. And I'm considered very lucky to work very close with them and with the family. And I learn from them a lot, and I get to know a lot of information, different information from them. With all the years that I've spent, my experience, I've learned a lot, from the showroom floors, from the different levels that I've gained, from our different business partners that we have. I've gained a lot of experience. And last but not least, they've invested in me in a very special big program with Stanford for 2 years. That was a lot of knowledge, a lot of networking, great source of information. And the good thing with that is that the knowledge keeps going. Even though I finished the program, I stay connected to all the different leaders globally. And we have an application form where we share a lot of information. And I was sent also by the company last year to an innovation trip with Stanford to Singapore, where we looked at different businesses, different practices. So there's a lot of knowledge in that. And this is great. It makes me the leader that I am today.
Yeah, true. And how have you taken that forward for the next generation? We touched on FALP earlier. Can you talk a bit more about that?
Yeah, of course. FELP is a Future Executive Leadership Program. This is the third year right now going. We have chosen topics that don't get taught in a school or in a university or in a course. Topics where we can help all the different leaders we have from across the group to think about, to participate in their knowledge so they add value to each other. It's not a one-way program, it's a two-way program. Everybody has to participate. So it's a one-year program with almost 6 sessions a year. Every session is a full day. It's done outside the company. And we have a topic where we prepare our people, our leaders. We send them a lot of different articles to read and to prepare. And sometimes they have to do some homework together to prepare themselves because they have to present as well. So some of the topics in this program would be like, what's your purpose in life? And how you can align your purpose in life with your professional purpose. And if you can, how lucky you are to be able to connect both of them together.
We've had some great guest speakers as well that have joined the FELP sessions as well. So
yes, we do bring key speakers as well to the program. Every program we try to bring somebody who is known in the market, depending on the topic, to speak to the leaders and to also add some knowledge to them. It's always a give and take. You always have to give back.
yeah,
I feel, especially myself, I can speak for myself. I've taken so much from this company. I've learned so much. I've gained all my experience. I've spent more than half of my life in this company, and I take full ownership.
You're showing your age now, by the way.
I am?
Yeah.
No, I started at 5, remember
Okay.
that? So
Okay.
I take full ownership in, with the company, that I have to give back as much as I can. I have to pass that knowledge. I have to pass that experience to the people that we have, to the different leaders we have in the company, so that they are prepared for the future, because the world is evolving so quickly and so fast, and it's becoming harder and more difficult. So if you are well equipped, you will be able to overcome all these obstacles and all the challenges that we see every day.
Yeah. You touched on life purpose.
Yes.
Would you share more about your life purpose, your personal purpose? I know you feel so proud about
Yes.
your family as
Yes,
well, and your
I do.
daughters.
I have 2 young daughters, Maxine and Charlene. Maxine is 26, Charlene is 22. In 2 weeks exactly, I'll be traveling to the US to attend Charlene, my young daughter. I call her my chocolate. She studied psychology and media studies. My eldest, Maxine, graduated 4 years ago. She studied economics and data science, and she worked for 3 years. And now she started her master's program in data science. And I'm very proud of these girls. I've learned so much from them. And actually, they are one of the reasons behind why I started learning again, because I started feeling that I can't catch up with where they are, with their knowledge and their studying and their schooling. And they're great kids. They're straight A students. I'm super, super proud of them.
Yeah.
Okay, cut.
I know you are.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah,
Oh, have a breather. Do you want your water?
yeah.
Oh,
My weakest point of life.
sorry, we
These
went
two
for the
girls.
jugular. We should have saved that till the end.
Yeah. She told you leave it to the end. You
Sorry,
didn't listen.
I'm too sorry. Oh,
So one of the most difficult things for me was leaving them in the US. It was really very, very, very hard for me. When I left Maxine the first time, I felt like the whole world was shutting down in front of me. I got on the plane. I don't think I said one word. I don't think I even spoke at all with anybody. I didn't eat. When I arrived to Dubai, I couldn't come to the office. I stayed for 2 days in bed. But today, I'm very proud of them. They're finishing their universities. They've become two beautiful young ladies, and they are my purpose in life. They mean the world to me, and I'm very proud of them, and I'm very proud of what they do, and I'm sure they will have an amazing future, and I'm sure it will be even better than mine.
yeah. Well, credit to you as well. It's quite clear they're all very proud of you as well.
Thank you.
We've touched on our people, and that extends beyond just our employees. And I think one thing that's always quite clear to see is we're not just kind of sales focused or sales based, and the proof is in the pudding of our customers and their loyalty, especially when it comes to the automotive sector. What do you feel is the most kind of vital part in that? I know you're very much out there engaging with our customers as best as possible. It's a very hands-on approach if they have an issue that they face. And that's why we have customers that have been with us for decades.
Definitely. I've learned this from Mr. Abdul Wahid. Mr. Abdul Wahid has taught me that we don't sell cars, we sell relationships, we sell trust. We look at a lifetime with our customers. I know, I think, so many of our customers. I've met so many people since 30 years until now. I have relationships with people from 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, and even 30 years. I even remember some of the customers, what they bought 20 years ago, down to the color. We take care of our customers. Our doors are open. They have very easy access to reach me. When someone has an issue or a complaint comes in, and when I look at the complaint and it's a big complaint, I pick up the phone and I call the customer immediately before even calling our service center and checking what's the issue. I like to hear from the customer firsthand what's going on, and this really makes our customers even more loyal to us. No matter the problem, no matter how big it is, when someone senior calling them immediately after their email coming in half an hour, this takes down the fire immediately, and we make sure that they are happy. And I always check with every customer what he wants, and I make sure I give him what he wants, and I make sure I always put a cherry on the top.
Yeah, you do, definitely.
Whether it's internal or external, by the way.
I know, yeah. I can vouch for that as well.
Yes.
Definitely, you're very personable, and it's a very unique approach, and I think that's why there's longevity in the loyalty of all of our people, internally and externally as well.
Yeah. I'm a person who loves people. I love being around people. I love being around our customers. Even now in my busy schedules, I always find the time, daily basis, to get down to the showroom floor and meet some people, meet some customers, see what they think, see what they're talking about. I like seeing our frontliners. I think they're the most important in my team. And I would like to see what's the vibe and what's going on,
Yeah.
and what are they thinking, and are they on the right track, and are they happy? Are they, because this makes a lot of difference to our customers. When you have a happy front line, they know what they're doing. I even consult with them before every campaign. I make sure that everyone in our company or in my sales team is aligned in the campaign that we're doing, or what we're doing, or the way we're doing business. And I have their buy-in, because when you have their buy-in, everything moves smoothly and everything does very well, and we always achieve our objectives, and we have a happy team, we have happy customers.
Yeah. What are some of the standout campaigns if you look back over the years? Would it be Dubai Shopping Festival? Would it
Yeah,
be?
well, as you know, we are, one of our partners is Dubai Shopping Festival. We actually launched Dubai Shopping Festival with the Dubai government 30 years ago. And one of the old days, one of the campaigns that brings a smile always to my face, we made this campaign. I think it was the second shopping festival. So I think this would be in 96. We made a campaign. So if you're coming to buy a car, for every kilo of your weight, we'll give you 100 dirhams in return.
I'm not sure that would fly now.
Believe me, this was the campaign of the town, and everybody was talking about this campaign for years. We had the heaviest weight people in town coming in buying cars. It was a lot of fun. We did it more for the fun,
Yeah,
It was just to
yeah.
create a vibe and to create a nice campaign for people. And it was big discounts. There was big discounts, and there are people, and I know customers till now, that we speak about this campaign as well. And that following year, we made a different campaign. How tall you are, the taller you are, the more discounts you get. So yeah, we used to do a lot of fun campaigns. It's campaigns that don't fly nowadays,
No,
but
times
30
have
years
changed.
ago, these
Yeah.
were the kind of things that we did. We were always a kind of we like to have fun. It's not only, like, as I said, it's not about a campaign and selling cars.
Yeah.
We wanted to be close to our customers. We wanted something fun for them. We wanted something that they enjoy when they come into our showroom. So we had families come in, and they were so excited about getting on the weight scale, and or getting on the wall and seeing how tall they were. And it was a lot. It's a lot of fun. And we're a fun company after all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can
We
never.
enjoy what we do.
Yeah, and that shows. I think it kind of oozes through, and you can also never underestimate the power of word of mouth.
Yeah,
Seems
exactly.
people are still talking about that.
Yes.
Looking ahead, then, in terms of the automotive industry specifically, we've talked a lot about legacy as well, but how we're kind of applying that to the next generation is huge. And how do you see the landscape of the automotive industry changing on the whole? We obviously have EVs within our portfolio now as well.
Yeah, well, everything is changing, Jade. When I started in this business 30 years ago, we hardly had computers. We had a system. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. It's called AS400, and the only thing that we used to see on it is a list of stocks.
Right.
The model, the car, the color. That's it. That's all what we did on computers. Today, as you know, we are very well equipped with the highest of the highest technology, and we're always after updating what we do and how we do it first internally. So today we use Salesforce. We have the digital sales. We have a digital team that follows up to it. 1/3 of our sales in our company is done through digital sales, which we take pride in, because this is much higher than the global practice and the standards in the market. So yes, the world is changing, the world is evolving. There's a lot of new brands coming into the country, into the world. There's a lot of EVs that we have onboarded into our group. We have a lot more coming.
Yeah, and
We have-
hybrids too.
We have hybrids coming in very soon as well, in the next few months. So we are very well equipped. We are very well advanced. We are ahead of everybody. I think if I look around in the competition, there's nobody who has onboarded brands like us from the other traditional dealers that have been in the market for a long time. There's a lot of new dealers coming in to the market. but I believe our foundation is very strong.
Yeah.
We have a foundation of almost 60 years. We're not your traditional company that you see every day. We're very advanced. Uh, we even give best practices to our OEMs that we work with, and they learn a lot from us because we are always ahead of time, and we always try to see where there is world practices. We fly, we check, we see, we invent, we come up with new stuff, and we're always ahead of our game.
Okay, so we'll do a quick fire round. It's a this or that. Are you ready?
I am.
Okay,
Let's
so
do it.
legacy or innovation?
Innovation,
Stability or change?
change,
Long-term vision or day-to-day impact?
long-term vision,
Tradition or transformation?
transformation.
1995 Hussam or 2025 Hussam?
2030, Hussam.
Oh, okay. Hussam, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure speaking with you and hearing more. I know we could sit here for hours talking and hearing more anecdotes and memories. Is there anything you'd like to leave us with?
Yes, first from my perspective, I'm very proud of my 30 years in AWR. I'm very proud that I have stayed here with AWR. Every day and every year and every month, I always remind myself that I have taken the right decision to stay in this group. I have given the group everything I have, and they have given me so much. My loyalty and commitment to AWR goes indefinite. I would like to tell the newcomers to stick around with the journey, look at your passion, and make sure that you love what you do at work. Make sure that you're learning every day, and stay around with AWR. It is one of the best groups, and you'll have a great future with AWR always.
Yeah, excited to see what's in store for the next generation. Thank you.